Then I already counted how Howard Smith, I forget what state he's from, but Howard Smith was the Democrat who did it. He introduced sex into Title VII, which was basically meant for black people as a whole. He introduced sex there, and now everything you see is nothing more than people trying to cash in as much as they possibly can. I talked to Dr. Johnson the other day, and I basically said, it's like taking a wet towel and trying to wring every ounce of moisture in that motherfucker out. I'm gonna get as much as I can get while the getting is good. But all the while, black men ain't getting shit out of none of this. We're getting nothing from any of it. Absolutely fucking zero. So when you see a woman, like BGS did a video on it where he talked about how there was a black woman. I can't remember the black lady's name, but she was having a conversation with Roland Martin and a few other black men about how black men need to get in line and, don't vote for the oppressor. Like as if voting for Republicans is somehow going to take away, something from them. Because that's ultimately what it actually is. Black women don't want the gravy train from Title VII to run out for them. But it ain't working for us.
At all.
It don't do shit for us. It does absolutely fucking nothing for us. So while you consider yourself to be magical, niggas done fought and died for this shit. And these same motherfuckers, man, I really don't want to use the bitch word, but I'm about to use it. These same bitches who declare themselves to be magical are benefiting from shit. I ain't gonna say it was just black men, it was black women too, doing the civil rights, but I'm talking about especially during wars, especially during the era of Reconstruction. You are basically taking the benefit from what black men and black people as a whole put their effort and energy into, and then you basically turning around and saying that everything about black men is what white women say it is. Everything they say about us, you fucking fully agree with. Everything that comes out of these motherfuckers' mouths is everything you repeat. All the while they got shrines and shit dedicated to they men. Even the men who fought for our freedom, we don't even know who the fuck they are. Nobody knows who Pinchback is. Nobody knows who the fuck Blanche is. Blanche Bruce is. Nobody knows who William F. Butler is. Nobody knows who the fuck Tunis Campbell is. It's like, how many motherfucking black senators or black people in government can you name from the era of Reconstruction?
How many people know there even were any?
Facts. And these are men who fought in wars, who had their own militias, to protect themselves against, basically violent ass terroristic white folks. Who actually won the war. They were the decisive factor in winning the Civil War. Then the federal government turns its backs on black people in order to basically bring about the Great Reconciliation with the South, and then here we get thrown back into Jim Crow. Then we fight for civil rights, then they give it to white women who wanted it all along. And think about the suffragette movement and the shit that these white women said. They was like, well, if we can't get it, you shouldn't want it as well. That's what they said. And Felicia Gray, do we have land? We got colleges, don't we? We got fucking HBCUs. I don't see the shit there.
But you know what they're trying to put up, though? They'll put an Ida B. Wells. They'll put up a Sojourner Truth.
We got HBCUs. Historically black colleges and fucking universities. It should be at every goddamn one of them. shrines edified to these dudes. All throughout every last one of these motherfucking campuses in the country, where every black student that attends gets to see the history up close and up personal. And every black person ain't broke. Black people ain't always been broke. Even during slavery, Jim Crow, everybody black ain't been fucking destitute. So at the end of the day, that's an excuse to me. And the women are the ones went out going from place to place, house to house, organization to organization. They were the ones, white Southern women were the ones who put them who basically went and subsidized all them goddamn monuments to white dudes, who basically wanted to have their secret empire, the KKK. And they made all these arguments about the backwardness of black men. Just go back and listen to what Elizabeth Cady Stanton and them said. If we can't have it, they shouldn't want it either. But it didn't stop them motherfuckers from getting it in 1920. Did they say, oh, we're not gonna have it unless black men get it? Did they say that shit? When have you ever known a woman to say, well, if my man can't have it, I don't want it? Name one. Name one. But they demanded it of us. Oh, you shouldn't want it if we don't have it. Then we get to the civil rights movement. The shit is supposed to be for us. US, B1, ADOS, supposed to be for us. Now white women are declared a minority, and everybody's trying to wring the water out of the towel as long as the towel got water in it. And then you ask why black men pissed off. Then you tell us to fall in line. Oh, you need to fall in line. You aiding the enemy. You know what I like in this shit too? This is what I said a long time ago. I said, imagine this, right? Just imagine it. Being on a team. But you on the team and you jealous of the star player. You mad that he got a shoe deal and the MVP award, but you ain't got one. You mad that he starts, but you come off the bench to play a supporting role. So fuck it, you're gonna throw the game out of spite. Not only that, you're gonna give the other team the playbook. Then you start bitching about your teammate to the press. Then you start slipping Mickeys in your teammate's drink so that he don't perform well. What fucking part of the game is that? That's the shit we're experiencing. And we trying to tell you we experiencing the shit. But instead, you're trying to flip the script and say, we don't want you to be shit. That's not the case, man. Black men have never said, we don't want women to be able to vote. When have you ever heard any black politician throughout the annals of black history say that shit? When have you heard it? When you heard black men say, we're magical. During Reconstruction, we're magical. When have you heard the shit? You don't fucking hear it. When do you say, oh, well, as a woman, you gotta be on your own. You gotta get your shit together. Stop worrying about what we doing. You gotta worry about yourself. When you heard her say that? This is a team sport. Everybody else playing team ball, except for us. Everybody's playing fucking team ball, except for us. And then we bring it to people's attention. The first thing that happens to us is, what?
Why y'all complaining? This is an excuse.
You're not masculine. You're not masculine. You're not masculine. You're not a man. You ain't no real man. Then you got these whole ass niggas coming out the woodwork. The first thing they say is, well, you know, I love my mama. I love my sister. I love my wife. Man, look, God bless your wife, man. I don't want no harm to come to her. None of that.